Hello everybody and brightest blessings. Lady Leeanna here with another edition of Wicca for today. And it is great to be back here with you once more, having you tuning into the channel and being at one with me. Well, today I wanted to talk about faith, but also update you a little bit on what's going on with me and my health. And the faith subject runs hand in hand with it to a large degree. You see, for those of you who have not tuned into the channel before or have not seen any of the update videos, I was discovered to have had squamous cell carcinoma on December the 9th of 2015, which was just a little over a month and a half ago, or about that anyway. And I've stepped away from video making about 6 days only, but I have been away from it, and during this 5 or 6 days I've had a oncologist appointment to try to figure out what is going to happen. Now, originally it was said that I was going to have like a minor radiation treatment for about 5 weeks every day. But now that I've had the oncologist appointment, I find that I am going to not only need the radiation treatments, but they're also wanting to do chemotherapy treatments on me as well at the same time, or during the same time frame. The radiation every day and the chemotherapy not every day, but obviously frequently. And so this is going to be very, very hard. Now, I've been updating people on Facebook and on Google Plus and a few times here on the channel, but I try to keep the channel very light and about Wicca and Witchcraft. But try to keep you guys up on what's going on with me, because I feel that you deserve to know, being friends of mine and family within paganism and caring, you know. Now, in updating people on Google Plus and Facebook recently, I've told them about this news to the extent that I'm going to have radiation and chemotherapy. Now, I'm getting a lot of people asking me questions such as, I would have thought, or making statements rather, saying I would have thought that you would have tried Gerson's or done things the natural way, or try to find things, you know. And there are several people, and what they're saying is valid. It's very valid statements, and those that are questioning me about it, it's very valid questioning. I'm a Wiccan, you know, I am a witch. Why am I not going about things in the natural way? Why am I not going by herbs and vitamins and juicing and taking vegetables? And I'm doing all of that, every bit of it, and I intend to do all of it all the way through. I am very much at one with doing the natural thing. But I also have this husband and family that want me to try to nip this in the bud as quickly as possible, and want me to do the radiation and chemotherapy treatments. For my husband, I'm gonna do this. It's what he wants, and he wants the best for me. He is afraid of losing me. And he doesn't want me to take my time and try this and practice that, you know. And I do have every bit of faith in my herbal practices. I also do know that men have been studying for years and years and years, and building machines and improving them for specific purposes for this, and that there have been many that have died from cancer before me, trying to help them to make these machines work, and I have faith in that also. I do have faith, and I want everybody to know that. I have faith in a lot of things. I also have faith in the fact that, yes, I can do the vegetable thing. I can do the blood cleansing thing, the detoxing of the liver, the taking of the vitamins and eating of vegetables, the juicing. I have every bit of faith in that, and I can do that. But I can do it at the same time that I'm also doing the things that other people are wanting me to do. And I live to try to satisfy everybody. That's the way I've always been. You know. When it comes to a life-threatening situation, no one wants to be the guinea pig. No one wants to try anything that's going to take a significant amount of time, and when they don't see results, being too late on it, you know. So the way I feel about it is, what is wrong with doing both? What is wrong with nipping this in the bud, or putting it into remission so that I've got all the time in the world afterward to shrink and kill any cells that might be in there, or trying to birth, or laying dormant, or whatever. What is wrong with that? I mean, and yes, I don't want to do this. I don't want my hair to fall out. I do not want to shrivel up and wrinkle. I don't want that. Nobody does. I do not want to lay here sick at my stomach for however long the radiation treatments are going to last. And they're saying 5 weeks or more. You know, I don't want to lay here, and I don't want them to pull my life to the brink of death just to pull me back up. But I didn't want cancer either, did I? Nobody does. You know, the way I feel about it is, you only die once. I have faith in that. At least that you remember. Let me put it that way. You only die and really remember the pain one time. In the next lives, you're not going to remember the pain you had in past lives. You're not going to. But, you know, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Whatever will be, will be. And there are people that I know, many people that I knew, that died from cancer. And I realize that a lot of you may not understand why I'm not just going right to herbs, or I'm not turning just to magic. But at the same time, I have to ask you, what is wrong with doing all three? What is wrong with doing every conceivable thing that I can possibly do to heal this? Because I have faith in all of these three measures. The magic, the herbal remedies, as well as the chemotherapy. And the statistics speak for themselves. I also feel that my cancer is not that far along to where it cannot be cured. I feel that they just really do not like to putty-foot around, for better term. They like to pull out all stops and make sure that this gets done. And, you know, I say kudos for that. My husband, by the same token, feels the same way. So, out of love for him, I will do whatever he wants. And I know that he really loves and cares about me. He has my best interest at heart. You know. And so I'm going to do all three. I've already started my vitamin regimens, the alkalinity of the body, the cleansings of the bowels, the liver, all of that, the herbs, the juicing. You know, I'm already doing all of that. And I'm trying to get a jump on it. I am having a hard time kicking the sugar, that's for sure. You know, that has always been something I do, and I've already quit smoking, and I'm having to quit now caffeine and sugar and all of that, because caffeine actually causes acidity within the body, and you want to pull out all that. You want to make your body alkaline. Now, green tea has antioxidants in it out the wazoo, like 18 different types of antioxidants. And so that's really good. But it's also from the same plant as black tea, carries with it caffeine, and it acidifies the body to some degree. So pick or choose your poison there. You know, it could be a great cure of cancer, and they say that everywhere. Sorry, acid reflux kicking my ass. But, you know, basically, everyone has a bunch of different ideas as to what is right or wrong for me. I have to listen to what everybody gives as far as suggestions goes. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate all of those, and I'm taking them all into consideration. And then I have to formulate with that what is the best methods, what is the best ingredients for me, and what doesn't interact badly together. And that's the best that I can do. Right now I am taking ginger quite a bit. I am taking green tea a lot as far as the tea goes, because I'm trying to mix this up between vegetation, drinks, and food, so that I just don't get plain out sick, you know. I mean, I'm taking fatty 3 omega out of fish oil. I am taking cinnamon pills. I am taking turmeric, which is a spice that has been known to halt the growth of cancer cells. There's actually been a lot of practices by scientists to try to make this work to halt cancer. So I'm taking turmeric. Let's see, garlic. I'm taking a lot of garlic pills. I am taking vitamin D, which is very good at slowing the growth of cancer cells. I am eating broccoli, carrots, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, let's see, and many, I'm frying, or stir frying things in olive oil, because olive oil is really good for you on it. Only using minor amounts of the olive oil though. Let's see, I'm cooking with a lot of garlic and all of this other too. So, I mean, I'm really putting myself through the ringer on it. I'm fixing to order some dandelion root herb to cleanse my bowels as well as my liver. And along with the other things, the liver ought to get pretty cleansed that way. I'm still checking on things that are cleansers of the liver, detoxifiers of the liver. But I've got my wits about me. I've got my head on straight about it. But as far as my faith goes, no one could really question that. I mean, because faith goes in so many different directions. I could choose to have faith in the Wiccan religion. I could choose to have faith in the Buddhist religion or the Christian religion or whatever. You know, that's faith. And it goes into whatever it is that you want to put it into. As far as having faith in herbs and givings of the earth, well, isn't it all givings of the earth anyway? I mean, even the radiation, it's just such a massive amount pulled into one place, you know, or it's something that's created from the ingredients of the earth, just like a lot of other things we do in our daily life. But the main thing about that is that it is been tested and tried on so many people. It has a success rate, and at the same time it can work hand in hand with all of these herbs and all of these vitamins and fruits, you know. So I am going to be doing everything I can, and I don't like what the one will be doing to me, but you know, it is my husband's wish, and I'm going to go with that. And I also have a fair amount of faith in all of the people that have been giving everything. I mean, a lot of people have been putting all their money into it, funding it. A lot of people have been working on it to create the machines. A lot of people have been studying medicines to heal people using these machines or just working the machines. And, so there's a fair amount of faith in that, And so I'm going to work with all of it. I am going to do what is best for me. And it doesn't undermine faith within the Wiccan religion or within any spirituality whatsoever. It basically states that I do have a fair amount of faith within science. And there are a lot of pagans that do. There are also a lot of people that have been stricken with cancer that understand exactly what I'm saying. No one wants to be the person that lags and drags their feet and tries to work with things and calculating and getting things right, or going on what one person feels is the right way, method, or moral. No one wants to be that guinea pig, and I certainly don't. I want to try everything, and I have faith in trying everything. So, but I will tell you guys that I am going to whoop this. I am going to win. And that's a fact. With Austin standing beside me, with you guys sending your energies my way, I am going to win in this. Well, this has been another edition of Wicca for today, and I really hope that you have enjoyed this session of my program here. I really hope that you've gotten something out of it. You really do have to evaluate when you're on that fence yourself as to what you would do. Would you go with man's medicine? Would you go with herbal and natural medicines, or treatments, I should say? Would you go with what? Magic only? I mean, the fact of the matter is to pull out all stops in a situation like this, and if it were you, you would do everything within your power to know that you've done all that you can to nip this situation in the bud. And so, like my husband feels, and to me, to a large degree, how I feel, it is the best. I mean, we've decided that doing everything we possibly can is the answer for us on this case. And it is me and him. It is us. I'm not the only one going through this. He stands to lose me. He stands to stand alone if I don't whoop this. And don't get me wrong, I am going to win. I am going to win. But he is scared, like I am. And, he isn't quite eloquent of speaking his mind. He really isn't. But it's there, and you can definitely tell it inside of him. I am going to let him be a part of these decisions. I started putting together, my fight. I've just ordered a shower. I don't have a bathtub in my bathroom. I just have a shower. So I've just ordered the shower chair. And me and my husband have always slept on a twin bed for 6+ years. We have only slept on a twin bed because we always loved that about ourselves, the closeness that we have, while sleeping. But because of what we know to expect, because it's already been getting a little tight since I've had my surgery and I'm up and down all night long, and keeping him awake when he has to work the next day and he has to tote me around in the car to my appointments, we've had to order a full-size bed. And so now we're moving into a full-size bed from the twin bed we've always slept in, and that's a little wiggy for us, because we never wanted to change the way we've always done things. But I think in this given situation, we're going to need more space. At the same time, we haven't stopped hugging and holding on to each other in our sleep all night. And that'll never stop. We just have a little more space for me to crawl out between the wall and him to get up out of the bed without hurting myself. And so I could sit on the foot of the bed while he's sleeping so I can watch my TV program without bothering him, you know. And he wears a face mask to keep the light out of his face, and earplugs to keep the TV shut out, but we don't have a couch. This is our bed and our couch at one. We have an efficiency if you haven't watched the other videos. So, this is a lot of change. It really is. But I feel pretty good about it so far. I don't know how long that's going to last. I really don't. But I imagine that I will be quite bitchy, to tell you the truth. I imagine that I will be giving Austin a hard time. But he's already proven through my giving him a hard time in the past to be one that can well take it. You know, he is such a good soul, that's for sure. Anyway, I intend to be here for him, and I intend to be here for you, making these videos and helping you along on your pathways. Now, I can't say that I'm going to make a video every week or every 2 weeks or even once a month. And it may be that I don't even make another video from here till after all of my therapies. I can't promise or swear nothing, but I will be back. I have got to do this, and I love being at one with you guys, and I love making my videos. You know, but it's fixing to get tough. It's going to be a rough ride. I do need all of the energy that you guys can send to me. Please light a candle and send me your energy. I want to thank Holly Ann for sending me some holy basil. It's very sweet to the taste. Doesn't even need sugar. It's a beautiful herb, and I do suggest all of you to try it. And if you do research on it, you find that it's got a lot of healing properties. And, you know, and I've been lighting the beeswax candles that you sent me, Holly. I've just burnt down the last of them, doing healing processes on myself. And I'm going to continue doing healings on myself as time goes on. Using magic, using herbs. And I've already changed my diet up a lot. I was 90% carnivorous. Sorry, tongue-tied there. 90% carnivorous and 10% vegetables in the past. And now it's having to be 90% vegetables and 10% carnivorous. You know, so I'm really having to change my diet a lot. It's really, really hard. Leaving out sugar, taking in Truvia, which is a stevia leaf formulation. Also doing honey, you know, whenever I can't stand the Truvia and certain things. So I'm really working on it. So you guys send me all the energy that you can. Stay positive for me. And try not to judge me too harshly. I can't say that right now I'm going to let that affect me. Right now I've got so much on my plate. Austin has so much on his plate. I have so much to consider and so many things and battles to go that all I can do is think about getting well, getting this done. And, you know, I just can hope that you guys send me the best of positive energy. I really, really need that. You know, take care of yourself, and brightest blessings.